Hi folks, how you all doing? Well, I hope you all having a good start to the new year. Well, I want to discuss a little bit about this particular camera here, the D001 MD80 clone. I don't know a lot about it, but I'm going to pass on some information about how to set the time on this the way I know how to do it and the way I understand it, because the book is very, very confusing because the translation from Chinese to English is very poor, so I had to change the wording around so it made sense. So I'm going to take it from the book and I'm going to show you that. In addition, I want to discuss some other things too about charging various devices and different cords and so forth that you can generally use on different products, even though the cord is made for one to the other. So without further ado, like Ed Sullivan would say, on with the shoe. First of all, of course, you plug the spy cam in to your USB. In this case, I've got an extension on it because my computer has the USB 2 in the back because I had to add a card because the computer is a 2001 model. Then, so with the camera plugged in to the computer, of course I named it MD80 cam. Then you got your two directories. And what you're going to do next, you're going to put in the CD that comes with the camera. Hopefully you got one. This is the driver for the webcam. I can't get that to work. Save my life. This dock here, I think, is the instructions. Okay. Over here, this Sony here is virtually nothing but little squares in it, so it doesn't apply to this anyways. This is the one you want. TAG.TXT. What you're going to do is open up this folder here. Remember, you got the CD in the computer now. Here's your TAG.TXT file, opened up in WordPad. Now, you don't touch this. What you're going to do is change the date here. In this case, this is 2009, but you got to change the month and the day. And then you put the time in. From what I understand, you have to use 24-hour time. So this is what you're going to do, and I'll show you right now. Okay, this is the month, and this one's reading the 4th month. That's what's on here. It's going to be the 1st month, because this is January. Then you're going to change this to 2010. I'm trying to do this and hold the camera too, and it's pretty hard. Then the date, which today is the 4th. Okay, then you're going to change the time to whatever the time is of the day. I'm not going to go through all this because mine's already been done. But what you're going to do is you're going to take this and save this as, and it's going to be saved. I got to back out the zoom here. This is very hard to do. Okay, you're going to save it as the TAG.TXT. You're not going to change that. But you're going to go up here and put it into your camera folder. Your camera's still plugged in. This is very difficult for me to do. Hang on a minute. Okay, this is the camera. You click on that. And what you're going to do is you save this TAG.TXT into the DCM folder. I'm not going to do, and then you click save. I'm not doing that because that'll, because mine's already been done, as I said. But by default, when you open up this tag, I'm not saving the changes. When you open up this tag folder that's on the CD, by default, it's going to say 2009-07-22. So that'll be the 7th month, the 22nd day. So your camera may or may not have that exact date in there. You just have to change that and put that into the camera. My understanding is that once it's in the camera and the camera's plugged into the computer, from then on out, as long as you keep the battery charged, I guess it's like a timer and it keeps its own date, because I've let the camera sit for a week and put it back in and the date follows correctly. The time is always off though, because I have an awful hard time to doing the 24-hour time. You have to do the 24-hour. If you type it in like 1:30 p.m., the time would be way off bat. So it doesn't really tell you to use the 24-hour time, but that's what you got to do. Now we're going to go into the instructions. This is the instructions that are on the CD. In my camera, when I got mine, it came with a piece of paper, and basically it's the same thing. On the CD, you have a file named time synchronization. Well, there is no such file called that. But anyways, it's telling you build a text called TAG.TXT. Well, it's already on the CD, so do like I just showed you. But my question is the root directory. I'm not sure what the root directory of the card is. So what I did is I put it in both places. I put it into the folder that I told you it goes into. In addition to, I brought it up and put it into the main folder, which is, I named the card MD80. I put it in that. Now mine came with a little 5-volt wall charger. USB cord goes in here instead of going into your computer. This is for charging. And as you can see probably, if I can get a close-up of this, she's 5 volts. 5-volt output. Here is my wall charger for my Motorola cell phone and my Bluetooth. This can be used also. It's 5 volts. Has the same exact plug. And so far I haven't found any problem with polarity. My Mayo GPS did not come with a house charger, only a cord to go into the cigarette lighter. I use this to charge it. Works just fine. Here is the Motorola adapter I just showed you. Charging up spy cam. It's putting out 5 volts and the polarity is correct. If it wasn't, the spy cam wouldn't be in too good a shape right now. Someone wanted to know how you record on this thing. There's a little button right here. There's a little gray button right here, or white button, however the camera's showing here. Is the on and is the record button. This is the on and off power button. Now what I do is if I want to record with this, first of all I turn it on and look at the top. You see that red light come on? Wait until that goes off. Okay, now you do your recording. Don't just start recording immediately. Give a few seconds. Okay, now we're going to record. And I'm going to record right here. Okay, I'm recording right now. I should be recording myself and the camera pointed at the computer screen. Okay, so I'm going to shut off the record now. Okay, I'm recording right now. I should be recording myself and the camera pointed at the computer screen. Okay, so I'm going to shut off the record now. Alright, I think we covered enough for one day. I hope I confused you. Actually, I hope I didn't confuse you. And have a Happy New Year, everyone.